Now, as Africans become increasingly affluent, they may find that managing their money wisely is challenging. In Focus reporter Paul Ndiho talked about money management with Juanita Kilasara, author Taking Control of Your Money, a guide for young professionals.
The book Taking Control of Your Money is basically a guide for young professionals, but it can also be used by more established professionals. But the target originally was for young professionals because they seem to have more problems with managing their money because of a number of reasons. The main one being lack of experience, because they haven't gone through the process of a financial crisis where they have to make decisions and make choices and plan for the future.
When you talk about managing money, it's not simple. It's a very complicated area. A lot of people make money, but people blow it. Some young people want to have a good time. They spend all their money. So what is it that they can do maybe to prepare for the future?
I do agree. Young people tend to have a lot of pressures that involve money, and the different kinds of pressure, including peer pressure and pressure from the commercial world where everyone wants them to buy things, and they have to make choices. And I would say having a financial plan is a good start.
Break it down for me, because when you say step by step, what do you exactly mean?
Make an evaluation of your net worth. Look at your assets, take a look at everything that you own, which is your assets, and everything that you owe to other people or the banks, and then make a list of that to just get an idea of where you stand financially. And then the next step would be to create a budget. A monthly budget will be much better to start with, and then from the monthly budget, build on an annual budget. And some people go even to the extent of actually forecasting something in 5 years to come, just to see what they are going to do with their income and where they're going to put that money and whether they will be able to accomplish the financial goals that they have.
Let's say, for instance, I make $1,000 a month. I have to pay my bills on that $1,000. How can I save money off $1,000?
It's important to save, even if it's just a little bit of money.
Like how much is little?
The recommended amount would be about 10% of your income. But then depending on if $1,000 is less than what you actually spend as a basic need, then I would say even coins, like start with 50 cents here, 50 cents there, put that money aside. Like put a principle, like if I spend cash, and for $1,000 I would probably say it's much better to be spending cash than using a credit card because it can run into a large balance. So if you're using cash and you're spending bills, the change that you get, don't spend it, put it aside.
Your country, Tanzania, there are a lot of young people, even old people who are making a significant amount of money, right? But not a whole lot of people are investing that money. What is it that you can tell your young sisters back in Tanzania or in any part of Africa? What is it that they need to know how to save?
I would say start by opening a savings account. That's a very simple thing, and I know a lot of people in Tanzania or even Africa in general don't have a savings account. I did have a reader who emailed me and told me that they did not have a savings account until they read this book, and they realized that it's really important for them to have one in order for them to save for the future. So start by having a savings account, and then once that has been taken care of, I would say maybe build upon financial goals and then find ways to separate them into individual accounts, because sometimes it can be overwhelming when you're saving for 10 goals within the same account, and then you find issues that need spending and you end up using that money.
In your book, what is it that somebody can look at and say, you know what, this has changed my life. This is what I need to do to keep myself out of trouble.
This is something that has made a difference even in my life. When you get a salary raise, don't spend it. If your current situation, you're able to take care of all the basics. You have a place to live, you have enough to buy clothing and eat. When you get a salary increase, don't spend it. Rather, use it to fund your financial goals. This has made a difference in my life, me and my husband, and we have seen that we've been able to do other things with the money that we get from our income, increase in income, rather than increasing your standard of living. So I would say that probably is one big thing.
Good money advice we could all use, I'm sure. That was an interview conducted by Paul Ndiho with Juanita Kilasara, author of Taking Control of Your Money.